So, the infamous Bryan Singer is back once again to direct another X-Men film. And since he connects well with this franchise, we trust this guy that this film is going to be really great. I mean, what can go wrong? Uh-oh. X-Men Apocalypse is directed by Bryan Singer, star James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Oscar Isaac, and a big round of X-Men. Some we have known already, some we don't. So this film is set in 1983, a decade after X-Men Days of Future Past, and what we got is the first mutant ever, Apocalypse. He comes from Egypt many years ago, and he's not happy. He sees that mankind has lost its way following blind leaders. So he gathers up a team like Storm, Magneto, to destroy the Earth, cleanse the Earth, and Xavier along with Mystique has to stop him. But things turn out really bad. So after coming from a film like X-Men Days of Future Past, I just couldn't wait on what they're gonna do with this movie. Even seeing the end credit scene from X-Men Days of Future Past, I was really excited. So we saw the trailers and everything is good, until Rotten Tomato finally shows its score on the tomato meter. It's pretty mixed, and I was like, oh, it better not be X-Men 3 over again. But another thing about Rotten Tomatoes is that sometimes when I see the score, I check out the movie, and I thought that the movie is actually not that bad. Better actually. And that is what happened when I saw X-Men Apocalypse. I had a really great time. The characters were great, the action is great, especially towards the ending, where we got our final battle. And I just gotta say, it's one of the most epic, the most emotionally built finales I've seen in an X-Men film maybe. And it's all thanks to many performances, including Oscar Isaac. It has all the tension it needs. But I just wish the entire film was like that. One of the biggest flaws in the movie is the pacing in the start of the film. For at least, I don't know, more than 30 minutes, it was kind of slow. And the reason being is because the movie needs more time for character development. Even Apocalypse. When it comes to building characters, it needs to be done in a way where we care and feel connected. Now, let's talk about Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. I love Oscar Isaac. Coming from films such as The Force Awakens, Ex Machina, I just knew that this guy can pull this one off. He's intimidating, menacing, he has a pretty frightening voice, and you understand his motivation. However, when you see him on screen for the first time, you feel like as if something is missing. I didn't feel connected to his character 100%, while the film was doing its job by being slow-paced for a while. But once the film progresses, you at least for the most part feel connected. He did really well. A lot of people might say things like, he's too short, he's purple. Come on, that rarely happens in the movie. He's blue. But once you feel connected to Apocalypse, despite the first part of the movie, it's all good. Magneto. Now, despite the first part of the movie, there's a scene involving him in the woods. It's emotional, you feel angry, and that was the point where I finally connected to this movie. Michael Fassbender, he did really well, being a part of the Apocalypse team, the Four Horsemen, and you really feel for his character, especially during the final battle scene. And also, he says a pretty funny line in one scene. James McAvoy is great. There was one scene where he has this constant battle with Apocalypse, and in the last battle, oh my goodness, wow, just wow. We also have Quicksilver, back again from X-Men Days of Future Past. And just like Days of Future Past, he once again have his scenes where everything slows down, and he does his thing really quickly. Now, you may say, come on, they're really pulling this off again? But during these scenes, you could tell that this movie does it in a way that is quite different. Other than that, it's quite fun. This film is also about setting up characters that we've seen before, like Storm with her accent, Cyclops, Jean Grey played by Sophie Turner, and I just gotta say that she was able to pull off this character, especially during the final battle, which I keep saying over and over again because the final battle is just good. Things get really bad, and Xavier is telling her not to be afraid of her powers, and that she should let herself go, and it's just so great. Now, I could go on and on with this review, but I just want to make things basic because this is a spoiler-free review. So that is all I have to say about this movie. Despite the score on Rotten Tomatoes, I had a really great time with this film. It's not perfect, it doesn't overcome X-Men Days of Future Past. If the people who made this film had time to resolve its pacing issues, connecting with the characters, especially with Apocalypse, I could have loved this movie even more. And during the final battle scene, you sometimes tell yourself, oh come on, that's inconsistent. Apocalypse could have prevented that. But screw it, you're having fun. There's some great action, great characters, along with some great comedy. Kinda concerned from the start of the film, but ended really well. I'm giving X-Men Apocalypse a silver medal. And there's also an end credit scene, so stick around for that. And I'm looking forward to the next X-Men film, which will take place in the 90s. Bryan Singer, you did great once again. Some problems, but you're still awesome. So that is my review of X-Men Apocalypse. Thank you for watching. More reviews on the way.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really.